Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're talking about summer beauty essentials. So makeup or beauty products that I think are great for summer months, summer heat, because sometimes you still want to wear makeup and look gorgeous, but appropriate for summer. Anyway, before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So we'll be starting off with complexion first, which is rare for me, but that is because we are going in with tinted SPF, tinted sunscreen. For a summer look, I don't want a foundation or even a tinted moisturizer. I want tinted SPF because this way I get some coverage but sun protection and it feels really light on the skin. So the tale as old as time. I go into a boutique, I swatch products on my face and I think that is the right color for me. I get home, the next morning I realize that is the wrong color for me. I am talking about the Color Science Sun Forgettable Flex. This is a tinted SPF, and in the store, I tried on the shade called Tan, and I was convinced tan was for me. At home, I realized it is in fact a little bit too tan. So what's interesting about the Color Science tinted sunscreen is that it looks white. It looks like this. It's only once you manipulate it that you get the tint that comes out. So I ended up panic buying online the shade called Medium, because in store I was really torn up between tan or medium. So it's white like this, and then as soon as you blend it out, boom, you get your color, and then medium. And there was something about medium that in store I thought, well, oh, that's way too light for me. But tan is actually quite warm and a bit too tan for me. So I'll show you what I do, how I make this work. For today's video, I will use the shade Tan, which is a little bit too tanned for me, but I'll show you what to do in this case. I'm going to mix it and cut it with this Shiseido sunscreen here. It's called the Fresh Moisture Sunscreen. This one here has zero color to it. It's just a pure regular sunscreen. So what I do is I do like 1.5 stripes like this of the Shiseido one, and then I'll take the Color Science and I'll do like 1.5 stripes. So basically we're cutting it half and half between the tinted and untinted SPF, give it a good mix, and then apply. If you would like me to use the shade Medium in the next video, please leave a little sunshine emoji down in the comments. I like a tinted SPF for the summer because it corrects, it blurs, it gives me sun protection, but nothing feels like makeup on the complexion, which is nice. So anyway, this happens to me too. Sometimes I buy the wrong color, even though in person I swatched it on my face. I swatched both, and something about the lights and the music and the perfume, I don't know, confused me. I'm moving on to my Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liner in Cocoa, and I'm going to do a little bit of a halo eye here. What this means is I'm going to apply the darker color on the inside and outside, and I know that sounds a bit counterintuitive to add the darker color on the inside here, but it will work. And I really love the Victoria Beckham eyeliners. They're creamy, but also very long wearing. So everything for summer makeup, I want long wearing, heat proof, waterproof, heat resistant, and obviously this doesn't look perfect right away. It doesn't have to be. We're going to use a shimmery, or at least satiny, liquid eyeshadow on top. So this really does not have to be precise. We're just sort of blurring it in place. Moving on to my Violette FR liquid eyeshadow. This is the shade Marron Glacé. So it's a really gorgeous chestnut color. Look at that. It's beautiful. It has luminosity to it. I don't even want to call it shimmer because it's not shimmer. It's just like a beautiful, shiny liquid eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this in the center here. And this does not have to be too precise. I'm using a little brush here from BK Beauty. It's the 210. And I'm just going to help blend these two together. Now, one thing about these liquid eyeshadows is they are pretty much day resistant. Once you blend these out, they stay put, but this also means that you need to work, I don't know, quickly enough, you know. This will dry down and will stay in whatever shape you place it. So just be mindful of that. And I'm just bringing it up just a tiny bit because I do have hooded eyes and I would like to see this a little bit more. My little neighbor cat, Gucci, came by to say hello last week. Hey, Gucci. Oh. She just popped by for a couple of hours. I don't know if it was just to give her owners a break. I didn't mind. She's very cute, very adorable. Oops, I have a little bit of fallout here. I'll fix that in a moment. I think cats are really cute. I mean, dogs are cute too, but if I was going to own an animal, I would get a cat personally. Please let me know in the comments if you have cats or dogs. A lot of you told me you have cats because when I talked about Gucci, you guys talked about your own cats as well. Let me know what your current animal situation is like at home. My husband was like, can we get a cat? And I was like, I like cats. I like the idea of cats. It's just more work. It's responsibility. And we like to travel a lot. They are cute though. They are adorable. But it's just, I don't know. You know, I'm just taking a Q-tip here, just softly buffing this out just a little bit. I think this side here may be already dried, but it's the thought that counts, I guess. Now I'm going into this eyeliner here from Danessa Myricks. It's called Bronzite, and it's just a gorgeous bronzy, gorgeous color that just works really nicely with this shade here. I love it for summer. When you think of like that JLo goddess color, or you know, that shade of bronze, brown, copper. I'm using all the words, but you know what I mean. So I'm going in the top waterline, too tight line, and then also on the bottom lashes here, or actually on the bottom waterline, but I will also go on the bottom lashes. And even though it's a different color than the eyeshadow, it will just pair very nicely together. I recently did my yearly video where I talk about my favorites of the year so far, because June is halfway through the year. So if you have any big projects lined up for 2024 that require a couple months of planning, now might be the time to start doing that. But I like to do this halfway through the year, just sort of a look back at the year and what my beauty favorites were, what stood out to me the most. So if you'd like me to do videos, get ready with me type of videos with those products, let me know in the comments below. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do lots of reviews and lots of tutorials, and I know that a lot of you who watch me, not all of you, but some of you who watch me, watch a lot of my videos but are not subscribed yet. So just take a couple seconds and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, please. Okay, so this would be a look onto itself. However, I want to be a little bit extra. I'm going to go into my Chanel Ombre Essentiel 220 Blanc Perle, which is like a pearly white. And this, there's literally no camera, no photo or video that can do it justice. But this has a pinky pearlescent finish, and it's technically a topper shade, which means you can wear it on its own or you can layer it on top of anything. So you can transform this beautiful bronzed look into one that has a pink pearlescent reflection. And it's subtle, but it's oh so pretty. So I will just do one here for a moment and I'll let you just see the difference. It's subtle, but it's there. And I love how extra it is. Taking a little bit of eye cream, it does not matter which one. This is just a sample of the Chanel eye cream. Use a sample of an eye cream, eye mask, eye serum, any skincare that's safe for the eyes. And if you have any fallout, you can just clean it up like this without stripping away. The skincare, the sunscreen, there's not much here that fell, but just in case, if you have anything, just do what I just did with the Q-tip here. For the mascara, I'm going into my Givenchy Interdit mascara. I think it's wonderful. You could do something waterproof if you want something just a little bit more resistant to the summer heat. I don't often wear a waterproof mascara, but it is an option for the summer heat because it doesn't necessarily mean sweat proof, but it is, you know, it's an extra barrier to make sure your makeup stays in place. And some of you may be wondering, you know, if it's that hot, why would you wear makeup? Listen, sometimes you just feel like wearing something on your face. And most of today's makeup is on the eyes. I am doing some complexion work, but most of it is on the eyes. And sometimes, you know, you may be running in and out of an office or workplace or places with air conditioning, but you still have those moments where you are exposed to the humidity, where the air feels like jello, except jello is cold and the air is like this soupy mess. It's up to you. And obviously I have days when I don't wear makeup, but you know, some days I still want to zhuzh up anyway. For my concealer, I'm going into my Guerlain Terracotta Concealer. I'm using the shade 2.5. So this is a natural finish concealer. However, it's very resistant to transfer to basically anything. It really just stays in place once you apply it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this on my complexion here. And I'm using my Prada Beauty Concealer brush here. I like this concealer because, again, it's a natural finish. It doesn't crease or smudge. There's something about the heat and the sweat that makes some makeup crease more and move around. This one, it stays in place all day, even though it's not waterproof. Is it waterproof? I don't know if it says. It says 24-hour wear, no transfer. No transfer is true. You'll have to forgive me. I have never done a 24-hour wear test. I think Jackie Aina has done that. Good for her. But it is, you know, a regular day's wear, basically. And I just got myself a new computer, which is very exciting because my old one kept giving me so many issues, mostly just crashing. Just, you know, when you're just working and then there's not even a freeze, it just, like black, just crashes. So I got a new computer and it's absolutely wonderful. Normally when I'm rendering, so let's say after I finished editing the video, I have to click this render button that just makes the file into a thing that goes onto YouTube. Old computer would take 2.5, 3 hours maybe, and then it would crash. The new one, guess how long it takes to render? 6 minutes. From 2 hours to 6 minutes. Quality of life improved. So happy. And I think the first video I did with my new computer is my best of the year so far, but I think the audio isn't perfect because there was something that I didn't click on the right thing. But anyway, hopefully this one here, the audio is better. Now let's move on to a little bit of blush. I don't want much on my face, but I want a little bit of color. I'm going to use my Guerlain Terracotta in the shade 01 Light Pink. The reason I'm using this is because this blush is basically bulletproof. It's life-proof. This lasts all day. I don't think I've ever experienced such a long-lasting blush. So if you want something to withstand lots of heat and temperature, this is definitely one. You definitely need a makeup remover to take this off at the end of the night, so it's good for that. And I'm using the Chanel blush brush here. Moving on to lips, I'm using a liquid lipstick. This is from Violette FR, and this is the shade called Cœur Infidèle, means unfaithful heart. Interesting. It's a red, but it's a little bit raspberry. So this one here, it's a liquid lipstick. It's matte. It's very long wearing. So this lip color on its own is so pretty and very long wearing and comfortable. I mean, as comfortable as a liquid lipstick can be. However, I want to point something out to you. My eye look is shimmery. There's some glimmer, glitter happening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a gloss on top of this that's just going to marry both of these finishes together. It's just like a small technical thing that no one is going to pinpoint, but it's one of those things that just blend it all together, looks really nice and very cohesive. And I'm going into my Dior Addict. This is the shade 067. It's like a shimmery rose gold. It won't change the color, but it'll just look really nice here. This works because the lipstick is like a raspberry red, so it has a bit of pink, and then the shimmer on top just calls back to the eye. We did that topper color, which has like a whisper of pearlescent pink. So it's something there and there are just sort of connecting together. I know that this is a very extra look for summer, but I definitely wear this. I wear this out, and I love just having found tinted SPF because it feels lighter than a tinted moisturizer, a skin tint, anything like that. It feels lighter and fresher. And listen, if you wanted to skip the blush, you could, and then you could just reapply the tinted SPF over top. You might have to, I don't know, it might move the concealer and stuff like that around. So you could just do, I mean, you could do whatever you want. This is for you. Take whatever resonates with you. Take whatever pieces you think work together. But for me, I think you will see more tinted SPF and tinted sunscreen here on my channel. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys for today. Leave a comment down below. Leave your little sunshine, sun emoji in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And, oh, perfume. Yes, I need a perfume. Duh, to finish off the look. I think I'm gonna go with my Dior Riviera. I keep it on the shelf behind me for decorative purposes, but it's very summer. It smells like the Mediterranean, like hot air, but it's like salty air from the Mediterranean blowing through a fig tree. That's the description that I just live with because it smells so fresh, it smells summery. It smells light and just absolutely stunning. So Dior Riviera for this look here. Now I am complete. Now I have finished my look with perfume. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.